sure the women would love a masculine voice, you know. Imagine you marry a man and his voice is just like yours, you know. I don't want to imitate that one. MashaAllah. So we need to know this, that they are created differently and we have that difference, and Allah has given them a role to play, and Allah has given them so much. When it comes to a man is given physical strength more than a female. A man emotionally is much more stronger. A man does not go through the monthly difficulties, or should I say the monthly cycles that a woman goes through, and the changes and the childbirth and whatever else comes with it. Allahu Akbar. A man has a different role to play, and he is given a higher status than a woman in that regard. This is why Allah says a man will go out and earn. A man will go out and he will look after his family. He will do this, he will do that. Today you have people who say we are equal, and we are equal in every way, saying that they are oppressing the woman. How? Because even when you say she's equal, what do you want from it? Have you thought of it? What do they want? They want you to go to work so that they can relax. They want you to go to work so you can bring in money, contribute 50-50. It's supposed to be 100 and 0. That's Islam. 100% the man, 0 the woman. If she brings something, it's her goodness. You are supposed to look after the women. So now the world has conned the women to say, no, you must go and earn more, because this rent is 3,000, he will bring 1.5, you must bring 1.5. So they made you a slave. On top of that you must give birth, on top of that you must go through your cycle, and on top of that you must be able to be a softer person, softer nature, and on top of that you must be attractive, and so on. And they want to say, a man wears the trousers, let the woman wear it as well. Subhanallah, it's gone so bad that men dress better than women. If the women had to dress how the men are dressed, they would be covered more than what they are covering themselves today. They would be more religious, if you understand what I'm saying. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our women. So what we need to know is, when we hear these things, look deeper into it. I always say that today a woman has been reduced to basically an object of sex, an object of attraction for a male, and all the males must just fill their eyes, and just their eyes must be quenched, and that's it. So when you see the naked women of the street, you don't appreciate your own wife. You don't, because you've seen much better than her. You've already seen it. So Allah says, look, oh man, lower your gaze as well. It's no excuse. Even if they're doing that, lower your gaze. So you have a woman, and you look down. With respect you speak to her. It doesn't mean, there was a story of one of the mashayikh, one of the scholars. He mentions a story that there was a man in the United States. He was a religious preacher. He entered the lift, young man. And when he was in the lift, the lift stopped at a certain floor, and the female entered it. She was semi-nude. And he looked down and he did not look at her, and she was agitated, irritated. First time in her life somebody's not looking, and she's stamping, she's doing, trying to make a noise, and the two of them are alone in the lift, and he just looks down. He doesn't say a word. His lift stopped. She wanted to go higher. When he came out, she came out behind him. This is a true story. She came out behind him and she created a discussion. Hey, you know what? I'm very offended. Am I so bad, so dirty, so ugly that you couldn't even look? Now she's being honest. This is how the women have been trained, that you need to attract men at large. You need to attract men at large. So am I this, that you couldn't even look? You couldn't even... And he says, look, my sister, you know what? I'm a Muslim. I respect you so much, really. And I have a wife, and I have this, and I have that, and I have, and I don't want to insult myself and yourself by, staring at you, and what am I going to gain by it? And he explained to her in a beautiful way, and she asked for his number. Now imagine if someone asked you for their numbers. Wow, mashallah. And respectfully the man agreed, and he felt that, I will get the people in touch with her and explain. After some time, she accepted Islam. And she says, Islam has liberated me from being a person who cannot leave the home without half an hour in front of the mirror, without spending on different types of designer clothing, without. Islam has liberated me. I just put on a black cloak and I walk out. That's it. I just put on a cloak. And you know, it doesn't have to